Hey you guys, it's me Jaleesa back with another video. Today I am here to do a book unhaul. In January we will be moving and we have a ton of books. And because I don't know where we're gonna live when we move, I figured it would be better to get rid of some books that I know I'm not going to read, or books that I have read that I figure I could give to the library or donate them to the thrift store. So most of the hardback books that I have that are in good condition will go to one library, and most of the paperbacks will go to another library, and then the ones that are a little dingy will go to the thrift store, because I've noticed one library prefers to have hardbacks and one prefers to use paperbacks. So that works out for me. So without further ado, let's look at these books that I've probably forgotten about that I'm going to get rid of. The first book is Cosmos by Carl Sagan. I'm not really sure why I bought this book. I do like space, but I'm not 100% sure why I bought it. But I figure I'll give it to a thrift store. Somebody else probably would really love this, but I never read it, so it's gotta go. The next book is Flipped by Wendelin Van Dryen. I don't know how to say this name. I read this book a few years ago after watching the movie. It's about a boy who moves into a neighborhood, and a little girl who's like his neighbor across the street. She is like smitten with this boy, and it's about their relationship as they go from like middle school to like high school or something. And it was super cute. It's so cute. Part of me did not want to get rid of this. I recommend the movie as well. This is probably one of the most faithful book to movie adaptations I've ever seen in my life. Like, dead serious. The next book was a gift, and I feel really bad, but I'm getting rid of it. Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. Yeah, I'm not smart enough for astrophysics. It's not my jam. It's gotta go. The next books are Three Sisters, Three Queens, and The White Queen by Philippa Gregory. I don't know why I bought these. I got them because like I am very into King Henry VIII and his wives, and for some reason I think these books have something to do with them, but I just no. The next book is The Butterfly Garden by Dot Hutchison. I read this book a couple years ago as well. It's about a guy who kidnaps girls and he keeps them in this, like, I'm not really even sure what it is. Well, he keeps them trapped in something, and he tattoos these butterfly wings on them, and then once they get like 21 years old, he like kills them. It's fucking weird. It's fucking gross. I mean, I did enjoy it when I read it, but I don't want to keep this book in my house anymore. So it's gotta go. And there's something on the front, which I don't know, probably hair grease or something. The next book is Prayer to Gods by Nikki Drayden. I can't remember too much of it because it's been a couple years, but I know I like this little girl here. I'm doing a terrible job of giving a synopsis, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. I think it's time for somebody else to get it and enjoy it too. The next books that I'm going to get rid of are Feast for Crows, Clash of Kings, A Game of Thrones. I know this is not in order, but it is what it is. Storm of Swords, all by George R.R. Martin, for a specific reason that I don't want these huge copies anymore. I would prefer to have them all in this size. So I'm not really sure why I'm getting rid of this one. I think I'm just going to get like a box set, or I'll decide to keep this one and just buy the rest of them. I haven't completely decided yet, so we'll see. The next books are Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Print. It's like a Bloomsbury edition. And then Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix. I own all these books digitally, and I have the illustrated copies, and I'm going to continue to collect those, so I don't really see why I don't need these. They're just taking up a lot of space. Let's see. So the next four books that I'm going to be getting rid of are the first two of the next four that I will be getting rid of are Prudence, The Custard Protocol Book 1, and Imprudence, The Custard Protocol Book 2 by Gail Carriger. I don't know how to say this lady's name, but by her. And the second two I will be getting rid of is Etiquette, Espionage, and Curtsies and Conspiracies. Both by the same woman as well. I bought these because I started on the proctorate. I can't remember what it is. The proctorate. The proctorate something. I'll have to look it up because I cannot remember how to say it. But it's a 5-book series of hers. I bought those after I read the first 2 books of that series. Once I read book 3, I just lost all interest. I just did not care. Got rid of that whole set. And now I will get rid of these. Oh, hey, look, I totally forgot. I found another of the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. It was in this box and I totally forgot it was down there. Well, this was going as well. And if you hear crunching, it's my dog eating, so sorry. The next 2 books are going to be Stardust and The Ocean at the End of the Lane, both by Neil Gaiman. I have not read Stardust. I will eventually. I just hate this cover, so it's gotta go. I like The Ocean at the End of the Lane, but I don't need to keep it, so it's going to be donated to the library as well. The next 2 books are by Stephen Colbert. They are I Am Pole and So Can You, and America Again, Rebecoming the Greatness We Never Weren't. These were not my books. These were my husband's books. So he doesn't want them anymore, so we're donating. The next 2 books that I'm going to get rid of are not by the same author, but they're both thrillers. So and they're both small, so I just grab them. So the first one is The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I'm not sure what this one is about at all. And neither this one. This one is The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter. Shadow, really? Really hungry. He waits till I'm doing this video to start crunching. Next book I'm getting rid of is The Princess Bride by William Goldman. Requiem for a Dream by Hubert Selby Jr. Not 100% sure why I bought this book at all. Next I'll be getting rid of this copy of Pet Sematary by Stephen King. Wants to take all tabs and stuff out. I have a hardcover copy of this. I don't need another one. Next book I'm getting rid of is Horns by Joe Hill. I will be getting rid of this and purchasing a hardcover or one that doesn't have freaking Daniel Radcliffe's face all over it. While I love him, no. The next book I'm getting rid of is The Ruins by Scott Smith. Man, what are you doing? Anyways, The Ruins by Scott Smith. This is about a group of friends who go vacationing in Mexico. They meet a German guy and then they decide to help this German guy try to find his brother, which leads them off the beaten path into this woods, and they end up at a ruin and they can't leave, and it's about them surviving that. I really enjoyed this book. There were some very cringy, very disturbing moments in it. The villain is very laughable if you think about it, but it works. A lot of people say this is really scary, and for me it wasn't very scary because I'm not about to take my ass out in the middle of the woods for nobody really, so can't relate. It was a good book. I recommend it for anybody that likes people being stuck in sticky situations. I don't know any other way to describe it besides, yeah, that. Okay. And I think the last book I will be getting rid of is Little Heaven by Nick Cutter. Nick Cutter is a author I just became acquainted with. I read The Troop earlier this year, I think, or the end of last year. I want to say it was earlier this year, and I loved it so much, but I have that digitally. Little Heaven I did not enjoy as much. It's more of a Western style, and it pulls from elements of the, what is that guy, Jim Jones, and that Jonestown, whichever that cult was in like the 70s, where the guy like had the what is he looked like Elvis or something. I don't know what the hell. Where is my phone? I have to find this guy's name and put it in this video. This book pulls heavily from the Jonestown massacre. It follows 3 mercenaries. One guy named Micah, who's kind of badass, Minerva, who's also kind of a badass, and a little British black guy named Ebenezer, who's also badass, and he's hilarious. At first they're all trying to kill each other, but somehow they end up banding together to try to help this lady find her nephew who was taken by his father to join a commune in the middle of the woods. They try to find this boy. They find him, but once they're in those woods, something crazy starts happening. I want to say there were some parts that I did not really enjoy with this book. I felt like it just I felt like it dragged in some spots. I feel like this book could have been shorter than what it was. Maybe that's just me. Maybe my attention span is trash. I'm not sure. I did not enjoy this as much as The Troop. It's still enjoyable. It's still really creepy. Nick Cutter has a way of writing to where you feel like disgusted. With The Troop, I still can't eat like soba noodles or whatever without like wanting to vomit. And this book here like makes kids creepier than they already are. So hopefully, because he's not like a huge author, this will help somebody who is interested in his work. They can go to the library and check it out. I think that is it. So if you sat there and watched me get rid of all of these books, then I appreciate it. Minion, stop it. I can't live. He won't let me live. Come here. Say hello. So thank you for watching this video. Have you read any of these books that I am unhauling? If you have, let me know what you thought of them. Were there any books that you would like to read out of those? And as always, thank you for watching. You want to say bye? Bye.